Wii Sports, the epitome of athleticism. 8 contestants, 1 trophy. This is Wii Mania. Welcome to the first ever edition of Wii Mania, the ultimate showdown, throwdown. I'm one of your hosts, Emmett Bodie, Endo Noble, Isaac Van Devin. Isaac, how are you today?
I am doing fantastic, Emmett. It is a nice cold snow day out here in this random basement. Hey, Dad won't let me turn up the thermostat, but honestly, this is the perfect weather to partake in some Wii Mania.
Well, honestly, it's great he's not letting you touch the thermostat because that is expensive. But I don't think we'll need to worry about that because this tournament is going to be straight heat.
Absolutely.
Why don't you give a quick rundown of how this tournament will actually work?
Of course. So today, we will have 8 competitors stepping up to the plate to the Wii Mania Challenge. The way this will work will be a bracket-style single-elimination tournament with 3 rounds. Each round will consist of 1 sport from the legendary, the iconic game Wii Sports. The contestants will duke it out in a cutthroat competition to determine who is the real Wii Maniac.
Oh, my palms are sweating just thinking about that. But before we get into the competition, we have another member of our team. Julian Betancourt is our sideline reporter. Julian, how's the energy down there?
Well, you're absolutely right, Emmett. My palms are a little bit sweaty as well, though it is a little bit cold down here. I'm loving the environment that we have going on down here. Really takes me back in the day. I have great memories playing Wii Sports. We really associate it with some good fun, low effort, but it's all the opposite today. 8 competitors here, all consisting of sport media students and friends. And as you may or may not know about those kinds of people, pretty competitive. They hate losing, and we're going to see quite the drama here today. If you look around the room, you got some amazing props over here. This couch looks super comfy, but unfortunately for our competitors, not going to be using it much because this will be anything but comfortable. Not only will they be standing, but this game, as you may know, it gets pretty heated. And I, for one, everybody, cannot wait for it. Back to you, boys.
Thanks, Julian. Always amazing to hear from you. Let's take a quick look at the bracket. So as you can see, we'll start off with 8 competitors, then slowly through a bit of competition, we'll whittle it down to 4, then we'll have 2 competitors left who will duke it out to see who will become the true Wii Maniac.
Love it.
Well, Isaac, I think we're ready. Can you unveil what the first sport will be?
I can't wait.
Do it.
All right, so our first game we will be playing today is Wii Tennis. Tennis is all about your timing. The goal is to time it right so that you can hit the powerful shots to overwhelm your opponent. You can't get too greedy though, because if you mistime a swing even slightly, you will be burned and you may lose the point. We will play a best of 3 sets with the winner of the tennis round moving on to the semifinals, the round of 4.
We got King Richard over here, man.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Now, we know what the sport will be, but let's see who our first competitors are. Roll it.
My name's Gregory Gerard. I am competing out of Bowmanville. And as I say, for fun facts about myself, I have a giant sports card and Pokemon and Magic the Gathering collection. I don't know entirely how many cards, but I know it's probably over like 4,000. I started playing Wii around 2010. I feel like I got a decent chance at this competition. You can be as skilled as you are, but if somebody is better than you, they're going to be better than you, right? And that just means that you lose on a certain day.
Elias Drakos. I'm from Toronto, Ontario. I've been an umpire now for about 7 years of baseball, and kind of growing up, I didn't really play baseball. I played soccer, so I mean, baseball's just kind of been that second nature for me. I don't play many video games, however, I still have a Wii, and I've had it ever since I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, and I still kind of play it here and there, so I think that by not playing too many other video games and just kind of focusing on the Wii, I think that's what sets me apart.
Well, I love that dab from Greg there.
What a beautiful, beautiful pose.
Let's see if his diving skills is as good as his tennis skills as they do rock, paper, scissors to see who will serve first.
It seems like Elias has taken serve.
Yeah, would you use that strategy?
I don't know. I think getting serve first could be helpful because in the third round, you might get serve back if it goes to there.
And let's start us off with an Elias serve. Oh, he hits a nice hard shot. How do you do that in Wii tennis?
You know, it's, again, as I said before, it is all about the timing. You got to throw it up and immediately spike it down, and Elias gets that with that shot.
Oh, a beautiful play by the net player of Greg Gerard gets the first point of Wii Mania.
You know, it's very important to open up that net player and use their skills to take you to the promised land.
Elias is good at serving here.
Absolutely. Elias has been...
But Greg's net skills is excellent. This looks like he's a fisherman with that net skills.
Yeah, absolutely. Greg is employing the strategy of the net person, and it is working to a T.
Here with Greg with a nice forehand return as Elias responds. Greg, just an excellent net player as he hits another one. Greg is dominating.
Greg is really putting the pressure on Elias here. We'll see how he can respond with this next serve.
Oh, a little cutthroat from Greg. Up love 40 in the first game of best of 3. Oh,
Okay.
first
There
point
you
for
go.
Elias.
I had to give
Elias
you one. Had
on
to
the
give you
board. He settled in.
And you know what we see from Greg there is he's getting a little too greedy with his shots, but we'll see. We'll see what happens next.
Oh, paints the line like Monet there. Greg wins the first set.
So going into the second set, we have Greg up 1. We see Greg in the blue there, Elias in the red. We'll see how Elias can respond, but he does not have serve.
If Greg wins this set, he wins the match.
Absolutely.
Oh, a little bit better rallying in this game.
Yeah.
But again, Greg just uses the net player so superbly. As Elias gets knocked back like my hairline in 5 years there.
You know, we call that a coach shot in the business. And hey, your hairline's looking pretty good now, so take it easy on yourself, man.
Thanks, buddy. Greg up
You ready?
15 love
Straight here.
as Greg is serving. Greg's a lefty. How is that?
Oh,
makes
that's
it
a,
different?
yeah.
It
there you
makes
go.
it a little bit
Good
different
shot.
for the
Filling him
player.
with the hairline.
It doesn't really make it too different for the opponent, but for the player, it is the difference of everything. You have to have the correct hand on you.
Greg and Elias are tied 15 all in the second set of the best of 3 match. And we're just going back and back.
Putting on the pressure with this rally.
Is that going to be out? It does. It just slightly gets out as Greg goes
Okay, that's
up
okay.
30-15.
Taking
Okay,
the advantage.
okay.
He is 2 points away from victory.
Okay.
Now, you talking about timing. How do you practice that?
You just practice the timing
that's
by...
Oh, an amazing shot by Elias.
that's
He's really holding his own.
The way that you practice timing, as I was saying, is you just like absolutely watch the ball go by your racket, and when you hit that right moment, you have to swing.
The net play is so excellent.
There we go. Match point.
That play
Match
by
point,
Greg
baby.
has
Let's
been
go.
very
Okay.
excellent in this game.
My theory is I think Greg has been practicing some pickleball. That's
Oh,
how you get good.
That's what it's looking like, but be careful of the kitchen there.
This is match point for Greg. If he wins this point, he wins the match. Elias stays on. Oh, the amazing shot by Greg as
go,
he is
baby.
moving on into the second round of Wii Mania.
What a line
game,
drive
good
to
game.
finish that by
game,
Greg.
good game.
Greg
Thank you.
sweeps the round 2-0, 2 sets to 0, and he wins the match. I'm blown away.
Let's go down to Julian to see what Greg has to say about his win.
Congratulations, another dominant performance I've watched you pull off today. Listen, you did it in bowling, you did it in tennis. Nothing seems to be able to stop you today. How are you feeling?
I mean, I don't remember any bowling yet, but maybe we'll get there. But I don't know. I felt confident in tennis. That's probably my best game mode. So that's exactly what I wanted to see going into the next round.
You are without a doubt one of the favorites here today. So looking at your competitors here in front of you, do you have a message for them about what they should expect from you?
I'm hoping just consistency, you know, like a little bit of trash talk just to get in their heads, of course, if I start doing well, you know, maybe a little bit of false failure too, right? Like always got to play those mind games, but I still think there's some strong competitors in this field, so we'll see how it goes.
Greg, congratulations, and I'll certainly see you soon, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Back to you, boys.
Wow. What a great match to open off Wii Mania. Isaac, what did you see?
You know, Greg, he really played a brilliant game there. He dominated that game. He only allowed 3 total points by Elias. Well, not points, but 3 total wins of a rally by Elias. And it was just It was just an amazing performance. I'm looking forward to what we can see next from him.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if Greg can continue that amazing play. I think we're ready to see our next competitors.
Absolutely. I am so looking forward to it. And let's take a look.
Hi there, my name is Kalon. I'm playing out of Toronto, and a fun fact about me is I'm allergic to grass. I'm cut out to win this competition because Wii Sports is all the sports I know. It's the only sports that were accessible to me, so therefore this isn't a game to me. This is just what sports are. 100% the best Wii sport I have is boxing. I used to get bullied as a kid, but in the Wii Sports boxing arena, I was able to reclaim my manhood and beat everybody who would ever come against me.
My name is Alex Pally. I'm representing Milton, Ontario. And fun fact about me, I can say the alphabet backwards. My Wii sport of choice is bowling. I'm just turkey after turkey after turkey. It's like Thanksgiving when I play. It's just outrageous, my game. Ever since I heard I was in this competition, I've been in the gym, I've been watching tape, I've been going back to my roots. I've been playing the Wii since I could walk, so this really is just gonna come naturally to me.
I was actually
My name
throwing
is
back to
Morgan.
A bit of Disney there with that paint.
Yes, I mean, it was a pretty nice throwback. It reminds me of the old days back when we used to watch the Disney Channel.
I gotta say though, hopefully Alex is better at Wii tennis than her drawing skills.
We'll see. It's yet to see. Let's get into this game.
What are you expecting in this match?
I'm expecting some nice
good clean
service
game here.
in this game. That the service is very important. I'm also looking for the net play. As we saw with Greg, net play is very, very important. Using that net player is crucial to winning the game.
Yeah. Well, Alex here will start off as an excellent serve, looking like Milos Raonic.
Wow, what? And starting off with a near ace? That is incredible. That is unheard of.
I don't think Kalon was ready for that. As another ace! Are we in Rutgers? That looks like Ace Bailey.
Absolutely. Wow. Alex is off to a brilliant start here.
Up 40, love. I think Kalon is honestly shell-shocked.
And here we go. Here's a shot.
As 5 points, 5, as Kalon is in complete shock here.
That's 4 up, 4 down for Alex. And you know what? Kalon looking at his face on there on the screen, he's ready for it to be his turn to serve.
He needs to
tell.
Oh yeah, definitely. He needs to compose himself. He's still definitely in this match.
Absolutely more games to play potentially. Just, you can't get too frazzled from that.
No, that's, oh my. As Shabuzi would say, oh my good lord. Because Kalon is not doing well.
Wow, I think what he's doing is adjusting to his timing. We'll see how he can respond.
Yeah, Kalon is still in this. He just has to compose himself.
Absolutely.
Excellent point from Alex.
Wow, another great point from Alex. Alex is just really dominating this game. I would like to see Kalon at least get on the board here.
I know. Oh my! Alex, this is just complete domination. Is this going to be a complete sweep?
That is 3 up, 3 down for Alex in this set.
I feel like we might be in Montreal with a bagel on our hands. Kalon, here we go. Better play from him here. But again, and Alex wins! Oh my! Going into this, we were not expecting that. Alex was a bowling specialist.
Wow, we have been told that she is the turkey of bowling, but today she was the turkey of tennis.
Yeah, just complete, utter domination.
And you look at Kalon's face there, the emotion, I think he's really struggling with this loss.
Yeah, let's head down to Julian to see basically the Roger Federer of Wii tennis, I want to say.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Oh my goodness, boys. Alex.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Listen, something came over me there. I don't really know what happened. To be fair, though, my competition was giving me nothing to work with, so it was just no.
Hey, come in here, Kayla. Come in here. What do you have to say to that?
We just met.
I think there was fraudulent play at work. Every time I served the ball, I was getting none of that animation.
I don't know what was going on there. I was just my serves were smoking him. My returns were just outrageously placed.
That is what we call a clean sweep. Not one point. Yeah.
Whoever has to follow this up, it's really disappointing.
Yeah, there's really no going up from here. Alex, good luck in the next round, and I'll see you later. Back to you, boys.
What an amazing performance from Alex there. Is she the new favorite?
Alex might be the favorite going into round 2. She will be facing Greg in the second round, a matchup for the ages. I'm so looking forward to this round that we have in store.
Hopefully this matchup that we're about to see is as good as that one.
Absolutely. We still got 2 more tennis matches.
Let's see.
Hi, my name is Prima Andriolo. I'm competing out of Oak Ridges, or as many know, Richmond Hill, and I grew up playing soccer. My Wii sport of choice is probably bowling, and my greatest Wii sports accomplishment is probably boxing my brother when we were younger, and I won. I'll win because I don't want to be cocky, but my name means first, so we'll see.
My name's Elijah. I'm unfortunately from Scarborough. Fun fact about me, I'm a professional napkin critic. Greatest Wii sports accomplishment, I remember when I was like, what, 6 years old, and then during a game of baseball, I hit it out of the park. I was like, wow, I'm just that good. And, you know, I haven't played Wii Sports in forever, so I'm definitely going to come out of retirement and, you know, I'll still keep my throne as the champion. Well, I'm just looking to increase the longevity of my legacy, I guess, you know, just like show that just because I may not be built athletically doesn't mean that I'm not that good at Wii Sports.
Okay. Do you think this is going to be a good game or what?
I'm really looking forward to what this game can offer. These are 2 fierce competitors. Let's get it going.
Using the word fierce, sounding like ChatGPT there. As Prima, that's an excellent ace.
Wow, an ace on the first serve. This is incredible.
Serving is the key to Wii tennis, I think we're finding.
Oh, but Elijah responds with another point for him. We'll see how it goes.
Both are on the board in Wii Mania. That was in?
That was in? Oh
An
my God.
excellent shot by Elijah.
I'll place that perfectly.
Wow, Elijah, I think hits it out of bounds. Just little bit wide left.
Yeah, and
is that about timing or what?
It's about timing. You can't get too greedy. You gotta take your time with your shots.
Jeepers creepers, what an amazing shot by Elijah. As he does a little Jordan shrug.
Yeah, looking like the flu game out there.
Elijah up.
So sick.
Elijah's up, and he wins the first set. He breaks Prima. As he does a little bit of Rubik's Cube.
Bringing out the Rubik's Cube. Is he gonna solve it?
He looks nervous. Do you know how to solve Rubik's Cube? Because I sure don't.
I do. I can't solve
And
it.
he does!
Oh, wow.
If I was Prima, I would just leave. I'd be too nervous.
I'm not leaving. I have to finish, Emmett. Come on.
Hits it out there. I honestly think Prima's rattled.
Yeah, I think with that amazing trash talk by Elijah there, employing the Rubik's Cube strategy was just an incredible way to get in your opponent's head.
They say actions are louder than words, and I think that is the case. Elijah up 30-love here in the second set as he has serves.
You know what I'm looking for here with Elijah? He has been getting those great returns, but those services, I haven't seen much from his services.
Oh, barely out. How frustrating for Prima.
Oh, I didn't know he was serving.
And that's the game.
That's it.
Wow.
Wow.
It was a hard-fought game by Prima, but Elijah just was excellent. What did you see there?
A quick 40 points in that second game just like puts Prima away, and Elijah will be moving on to our second round. And I'm looking forward to who we will see face him.
Yeah, let's go down to Julian to see.
Elijah, seems you're as good at Wii tennis as you are as the Rubik's Cubes. How's that feel?
Yeah, you know, very nerve-wracking. I give it all to Prima. You know, she did. She made me very nervous. So you know, she never backed down, and you know, she never gave up. You know.
Excellent performance there. I mean, you have another round coming up very, very soon. What's it going to take to go far in this tournament?
You know, all I gotta do is like, you know, stay calm because, you know, whenever the nerves kick in, and then that's what's gonna keep me unconfident and all that. So just gonna drink some water, you know, do some yoga and all that, and yeah, lock in.
You're definitely one of the favorites. Good luck, my friend.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, we've seen 3 winners, Elijah, Alex, and Greg. Out of those 3, who do you like?
I'm really looking favorably at Alex here. She had a fantastic first round, and I don't know, Greg is looking good. Elijah looked really good. It was all sweeps, so I think we just have some really fierce competitors going into our second round.
We've had some amazing competition. Let's see if our next set of contestants is as good.
My name is Morgan. I'm from Calgary, but I am in RTA media production in 3rd year. A fun fact about me is that I never played Wii Sports when I was a kid. My parents only bought something called Deca Sports. I have been a Wii bowler specifically for a very long time. If I lose this, my family will be very disappointed in me, and I won't have that. I've been practicing rigorously every single day, 12 hours a day. I don't play around. I'm here to win.
My name is Caitlin LeBoudelaire. I'm from Stittsville, Ontario, and I've been playing Wii since I was born. I think I'm cut out for this competition because I have the passion behind it. When I was a kid, me and my sister saved up to buy our own Wii, so it really came from the heart. Every day of my life, it just goes back to Wii Sports. You know, I wake up, I live, I breathe Wii Sports, and this is really my passion. I'm excited to share that with everyone. My greatest Wii Sports achievement would be bowling a perfect game in Wii Bowling. I know we're playing the regular version, but on Resort, that knife chopping game, I spent like my whole life playing that, so I've got the hand-eye.
Caitlin and Morgan both look very determined to win. Let's see how this match plays out.
Absolutely, a lot of preparation went into this game, so we will see how they implement that.
Caitlin here will start us off with a serve. Oh, a little bit slow strategy, but it works. Maybe an offhand speed, changing it up.
Remember, I mentioned the timing there. Morgan she's got to get that timing down if she wants to stay in this game.
Using the net player excellently there from Caitlin, looking like just excellent timing. Honestly, this game looks like we're kind of in slow motion, to be honest. But it's working out for Caitlin.
Absolutely, Caitlin is definitely capitalizing off of this slower paced game. Let's see how Morgan can respond going into this as a match point.
Morgan just error after error, just like my coding skills.
Oh, yeah.
Now you go.
Well, Caitlin wins the first set. Let's see if Morgan can respond here on serve. Again,
wow.
hits it wide.
Oh, that's
A
wrong
little
with me.
wide, and Caitlin looking good going into this
I can't see
second
anything.
serve.
I have glasses, you know.
And she's using an excuse that she has glasses. I don't know what that has to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Caitlin's doing well here. Can Morgan come back in this match? There we go. Looking more like Wimbledon on this game. What do you expect here? Do you think it's more Morgan's errors or Caitlin's skill?
You know, I'm looking at the timing of Morgan's swings, and she just doesn't seem to get it down right. I would like to see her employ the use of the front person, the net person, a little bit more often, but it might be a little too late for her.
There we go. Morgan's on the board. Caitlin still has match point, though.
We'll see how this goes. Caitlin could win it at any time, but Morgan could climb back here.
If you're Morgan, what do you do?
If you're Morgan, you just really have to tighten up those shots.
That's a bit better. As Caitlin hits it wide.
Are we seeing a comeback here? Do you smell that?
I think we've got a match on our hands.
Absolutely. Let's see the service here.
I have to get what I can get, Caitlin.
That's hit well. It's hits out. Holy guacamole.
We've
got a
reached
deuce.
a deuce
Oh my
here.
God, a deuce.
It is a doozy deuce. We are looking at it right now.
I know. Morgan, this is a comeback of the century.
Maybe it's not.
Oh.
A bit of an error there. Just fell asleep at the backside.
Caitlin with another match point. Can she finally put it away? That's a good return. And even a better return of Morgan. And Caitlin hits it out of bounds.
Back to the deuce. Both players are battling right now.
Yeah. Caitlin, she seems confident. And she gets it to go. And Morgan hits it out of bounds. Looked like Caitlin might have tried to touch it there, but
I know, she was walking over to it. I was a little nervous.
she's able to hold on. Another match point for Caitlin. As she hits it, oh, just grazes the net. This is Deuce City.
And we see Morgan employ the strategy of a drop shot there, where you put it across the net but put a little backspin on it.
I tried, didn't touch it.
Another unforced error by Morgan. Caitlin with another match point. Is she ever going to capitalize?
We'll see.
That's a and it just
Literally, the net is
hits
not
the
my friend
net.
today.
How in Wii tennis? How do you hit the ball too low?
You just have to make sure your swing, your follow through goes through well to make sure that that ball does not hit the net. But both of the players are letting the ball hit the net quite often, so we'll see how they fix that.
Morgan with her first advantage. Can she come back? I think Caitlin's feeling the pressure. And she spams it, and then she hits it back, and we're going to another deuce.
We're back
Will
to
this
the
game
deuce.
ever end?
I don't know. We're back to the deuce like Tatum.
Oh, that
Hits
net?
it out. Morgan with her second advantage here. If you were Morgan, would you change your service to just keep it going?
I think you got to keep up what you're doing here. You can't get a return like that, though. We're back to the deuce.
I know. Settle in, folks. You might be here for a while. Caitlin, and again, she just grazes the net. She's not getting those bounces.
See, what I want to see from Caitlin is a little bit of a more follow-through swing and a little bit harder of a swing as well.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. As a controversy there. Oh, that's a little bit of a controversial
hit that.
point there.
Controversial call.
As Morgan pauses it, I think.
not pause that. Yeah, you did. No way.
That's controversy. As you see some trash talking, I think we need
Wow.
a commissioner on board.
Well, you know what? We'll see, because you know what they say?
Hit
Ball
A.
don't lie. Whoever wins this, we'll see what happens.
This is the third and deciding set here. Whoever wins this set will move
what?
on.
The net.
Morgan seems to be getting the hang
my
of it. She
God.
is really picking up this
Morgan
skill.
paid the net.
Morgan is up love 30 here. Can Caitlin respond? There we go. Morgan hits it out of bounds. Another unforced error. 15-30 for Morgan. Oh, excellent play by Caitlin with the net.
She is fighting her way back, and now we're tied, getting into this final couple rounds.
Yeah. Oh, tries to volley it over. He's double paint the line. No, just be out. 30 Morgan. 30-40 for Morgan. This is now Morgan's match point. Will she be able to do it? I like these lob shots. Just controlling, just getting the ball back.
Keep it calm. Oh, speaking of calm, you gotta calm those shots down. Make sure you don't hit it out of bounds.
Morgan seems to be at her best when she just plays it conservatively and just hits it back. Can Caitlin respond here? Caitlin loves to flirt with the net, and she gets it down.
We're back to the
Advantage.
deuces.
This is a match point for Caitlin now. Oh man, this isn't. Ooh, you can cut the tension here with a knife, as Caitlin's able to close it out despite the controversy. Caitlin prevails.
Absolutely. You know what they say, like I said
Great
earlier,
game.
the
Great
ball
game. Great
don't
game.
lie. And you know what? The ball did not lie for Caitlin there. She's moving on.
What do you make of that controversy? Morgan paused it. What do you think?
I mean, we haven't received official word on if Morgan was the one who paused it. It seemed like that's what they deduced down at the stadium, but I don't know. We hope to not see many more of those controversies in the future.
Nevertheless, Caitlin won, and she's down with Julian.
Thank you, boys. Kate, that was one of the craziest games I think I've ever seen. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, relieved. My heart was beating a little fast, but we're good now.
You faced a little bit of adversity there. It seems like at the start you had it all covered, and then she came back, and then you were down, and then you bring it all the way back, and you got it done eventually.
Yeah, the other games were kind of way too fast, to be honest. So I think we just had to bring it back, give everyone a breather and show them a good game of sport.
I think down the controller we have to fill time anyways, so thank you for that. We've seen some great performances so far. All right, what's the secret, and how are you going to execute far in this tournament?
Honestly, I think get up there and I just kind of blacked out. That's all I got.
Congratulations. All right, good luck.
What a tremendous round of tennis we saw. today.
It was electric. That last round with the back and forth, deuces and then advantages and then deuces, I could barely keep up, but it was amazing. I'm just so happy to be here.
Well, we're done with the first round, but we still got lots to go. But before we get to the semifinals, Isaac, I heard that you escaped this basement.
I did? You're right, I absolutely did. Emmett, in fact, I took to the streets of Toronto to see if I could talk to some folks about their nostalgic experiences growing up in the 2000s and their love for the Wii. Let's check it out. I'm out here on the streets of Toronto, and I will be interviewing people on their childhood and their thoughts on Wii Sports. Let's go. What would be, in your memory, like your most nostalgic or favorite video game console from your childhood?
Probably Mario Galaxy on the Wii. Yeah, probably that one.
It's gotta be the Xbox 360, man, the classic, you know?
I like the Wii. Just Dance. Also Xbox. I played a lot of Minecraft with my brother.
Xbox 360. Like, the Dance Central games.
The Nintendo Switch, or like the, what was the other one? What was it called?
3DS.
No, the Wii. Wait, no, there's something else. Wii U. Wait. Wii U, that one. My brother had it. Yeah. Sorry.
Minecraft, Xbox 360.
100% like Nintendo, anything like that. The Wii? Yeah. Wii Sports, Mario Kart, all that stuff.
All right, so speaking of Wii Sports, what was your favorite Wii Sport?
The tennis.
Bro, I think I've only done like tennis.
That one game where you like fight with those like lightsabers.
I think of the Wii tennis when they're like.
Yeah. Tennis all the way.
Did you ever play Wii Sports?
Maybe? I think bowling, yes.
What is your favorite memory from Wii Sports?
Probably a very basic one where you don't wear the strap on your wrist and you just fling it during baseball. Definitely probably that. That's the one we played as kids because we could play together all the time. Because I have like 2 siblings, obviously.
Well, I never had one, but one of my childhood best friends always had one. She used to like always beat me, and then one day like annihilated her, so that was good.
I just remember my older brothers playing it and like watching them when I was like on the couch. And they would play it for like hours.
My cousin Josh absolutely whipped the remote into the TV and broke it during tennis.
Just playing against my brother, really. Yeah, that's about it. Just in my basement with my siblings playing Wii tennis. And the bowling. The bowling was fun too.
Sir, what's your favorite Wii Sport? Sir.
Well, I gotta say, man, your interviewing skills are much better than your team selection with that Ottawa Senators jacket. What?
Hey, man, trust me, this is our year. We are making the playoffs. Lock it.
If you're just joining us, I'm Emmett Bodie. This is Isaac Van Deven, and this is Wii Mania. If you missed the first round, don't worry. We still got some amazing competition to go. But before we get back into it, let's take a look at the bracket.
All right, so taking a look at the first round, we saw an amazing game by Greg. He dominated, only allowing 3 points against. He's moving on to the semifinals to face off against Alex, who also had a very dominant performance, absolutely sweeping Kaylon, didn't allow any points with her beautiful service that she had. And then looking at the other side of the bracket, we have Elijah defeating Prima 2-0. He had a little bit of trash talk there, got a little feisty, he brought out the Rubik's Cube. And then looking at the matchup with Elijah, Caitlin won a close match, going from advantage to deuce to advantage to deuce. There was a little bit of controversy in that match, but we're hoping to not see much of that in the future. I'm so looking forward to this second round.
Me too, man. So we know the matchups, but let's see what sport they will play in the second round. Isaac, my sources are telling me that you have some insight on that?
My sources are telling me that I do as well. Yeah, absolutely. For our second sport, we'll be taking you out to the alley.
Wait, what?
No, not that alley. The bowling alley. Wii bowling is a classic game of patience and precision. You have to aim for the right spots while also maintaining your curve so that you don't end up in the gutter. You also can't forget about the power you put behind the ball to get those pins down. Today, we will only be having one game of Wii bowling, 10 frames to decide who makes it to the Wii Mania finals.
I can't wait. First up, we got Greg and Alex, probably the 2 favorites of this entire thing.
Absolutely.
What are you looking for in this match?
Well, this is 2 juggernauts going up against each other in the second round. And you know what? I just want to see lots of strikes, lots of spares, lots of competitiveness.
Alex wearing pink here, starting off strong with 8 points. Now, Alex said that her specialty was bowling.
She did call herself the turkey.
Yeah.
She did say that she was the turkey, but we see a splitter ball here on the first frame.
Gets 1 point. A solid first frame gets 9.
Here we go to Greg.
Now, Greg using this interesting strategy of using a lot of spin. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, the spin is so important in Wii bowling. As he knocks down 9 pins there.
He doesn't seem happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know he was aiming for that strike, but you know, in my opinion, this is his first throw. He should be happy with a spare.
Nice. I like the slow movement of Greg there.
I'm so
So
scared.
in the first frame, Greg threw a spare.
It's okay, it's fine. It's
Alex got 9 pins down. Can she improve on that?
Oh,
Was able to hit
I can spare that.
9 down.
Wow.
Unable to get strikes, but a good chance at a spare.
You know, a good chance at a spare here, like you said. Yeah.
And not
Gets
the
it.
spare. There we go. I'm in the game.
I think Alex is warming up, and
I am
now
in the
she
game.
is in the game.
You know, this is 2 clinical performances we're seeing in the first frame or 2. We'll see how they can keep it up.
Greg here trying to capitalize off the spare, and that is a 9 pointer.
And you know, he again looks unhappy. He's holding himself to a very high standard. We know he trained super, super, super hard for this game. And he plays the
gets it.
slow strategy again.
Greg must have a flat tire because he keeps on getting spares.
Absolutely.
Don't teach me.
Third frame here. Alex trying to capitalize on her spare, and it just doesn't get enough spin on that. Only knocks down 7.
You see 7 pins go down here, but Alex does have the opportunity at a spare. Her pins are pretty close together.
Oh, what was that? Just
I
only
didn't
gets
even pick that
1.
one.
Frustration from Pally.
I'm trying to keep you on your toes, Greg.
Third frame here for Greg. Trying to get something more than a spare as he gets his first strike, the first strike of Wii Mania.
And he finally seems happy with his shots. You know, I got word earlier today that Greg has been training with the famous Matt Woohoo for this tournament. I've also heard Alex has had some conversations with him, so we'll see how it goes.
Alex just has too much spin on her shots. It's only 8. She's slowly falling behind. She has to pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gets a spare there.
Wow, that was a little close though. You don't want to walk the line like that.
No, don't want to be like Johnny Cash.
Absolutely. Ring of fire.
Yeah. Greg here in the 4th frame. He got 2 spares, then a strike. Can he get another strike?
Brooklyn,
He
baby.
can. Good golly, Miss Molly. Gregory Gerard with 2 strikes.
He was looking for the double there, and he succeeded. He'll be looking for the turkey on his next throw, but now it's Alex.
Alex needs to start bowling better.
Wow,
She gets 9. This is just frustration from the Milton native.
There's just a lot of like 9 and 8.
Oh, and she misses completely.
The slow shot.
Wow, that is not what you want to see. Greg is really pulling away here. He's going for the turkey.
And we see a little bit of trash talking. Is Thanksgiving open?
Brooklyn!
It is! Gobble, gobble!
Gobble, gobble. Welcome to the Thanksgiving Greg's House celebration.
Alex said that she was the Thanksgiving turkey queen, but Greg is actually the turkey master.
Greg's stealing her crown.
Oh! Almost got the dominoes.
Alex is able to get
There you
9
go.
pins down. Gets a spare. How does Alex come back in this match?
You know, you just got to keep throwing those solid shots. I'd like to see her employ the strategy that Greg is using. You know, this is a copycat league. Go all the way. She's a righty, so go all the way to the right and get that curve on there.
Turn off the aimbot! Gregory Gerard with 4 straight strikes!
Wow, the spin that Greg is employing is impeccable. My goodness, this is turning into utter domination.
7th frame here for Alex. We just got to keep her head down and focus on her own throws.
And you know, in any other circumstance, Alex would be bowling a pretty good game here. She's hitting a lot of spares. She's getting a lot of 9 pins. You just can't miss those ones.
Greg, let's see if he can get 5 straight strikes. I've never seen that before.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do it, Greg.
Oh, that's
He's
didn't quite get the
cools down a bit, but still an excellent throw. Gets 8 pins.
8 pins after 4 strikes is not a bad option.
Greg has,
Let's go!
and that's the first time Greg hasn't hit a spare or a strike frame.
Wow. That is just not what you want to see from Greg, but let's see if Alex can capitalize.
Alex trying the Greg strategy. Looks good.
Hey!
And a strike.
See, I got the check.
The turkey might be back.
Yeah, the turkey may be back. If Alex hits strikes the rest of the round, I think she still has a shot.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think I have a shot. That's right, I do. Period.
All right. Greg just using the same strategy and just working to perfection. Another strike.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what they say. And you know what? Greg's saying that too.
He's spinning it like a frisbee.
Absolutely. Speaking of like those teacup rides at our amusement parks, you know?
Ninth frame here for Alex.
Too much
Can
height.
she-
Too much
no.
height. What does that even mean?
Too much height.
Is only
You lost
able
it.
to knock the strike that is
Let's
worth
just
10
make the show
points.
tutorial.
Let's watch in here. Greg is coaching Alex
Oh.
on what
I mean,
she
hey,
should
like,
do.
if I
better.
start doing well, I
this
might
is
need,
this
like-
is
Start doing well,
domination.
right,
Have we
you
even
have
seen
all
this before?
strikes.
Is
Oh, my
unable
lord.
to get a strike or a spare. She has one more set of throws left.
This is like
Can
my
she finish
10th
off well? But first we have Greg here in the 9th frame. This is able to get
Just a
9.
little short, but you know what? He can afford to make these 9-pin swings because
Like what?
look at
is
his.
that?
He's not doing a slow throw there.
No, he didn't employ his usual strategy, but maybe it's because it was closer to the side, the left side. He didn't feel like he had to slow it down that much.
Can Alex finish off well?
You're releasing it too late. You need to let him.
Throws 6 pins.
mean,
if she
it
gets
means
a
you're
spare, she
releasing the
gets an
ball
extra
too
throw
late.
since it's the 10th frame.
Absolutely. So
Oh,
if
flutter.
anyone who doesn't know what happens in the 10th frame of bowling, you do get the chance at 3 shots. Unfortunately, Alex does not achieve that here. We'll see if Greg can show it off here.
Oh, that's off. That's off. That's off. That's off. That's off.
Ew, Greg, you suck.
Greg there throws 5, or sorry, not gets 5 pins down. This could be his last throw of the game, and it is. Look away, Bills fans. That's wide
That was
right,
a rough
but who
ending.
cares?
Okay. I'm hoping it's enough.
9 points.
Oh, game
finish in the frame.
Yeah,
Greg
obviously.
Oh,
gets
yeah, I forgot I was second player.
199 points. An
Wow.
excellent performance.
That is a new record on this Wii. It is not an all-time record, as Matt Wu, who, as we talked about earlier, did bowl a perfect game in the past twice, but Greg came pretty close to that. And you know what? We saw just an excellent performance.
What a way to start off our semifinals. We got Greg down with Julian.
Gregory Gerard, 199 points. Are you okay?
No, I wish I had a hit 200.
What's the secret to hitting 199 points in Wii bowling?
Practicing hitting 208.
And how much practice did you get?
Like an hour and a half on Sunday night.
How much practice did you get for baseball?
Baseball? I didn't know we were playing baseball. So maybe I'm kind of screwed for baseball. We'll see.
Well, Greg, I'm cheering for you. You are certainly one of the favorites no matter what round it's in, and I will see you later, my friend.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good luck. Wow, boys.
Performance by Alex, but Greg was just able to play a bit better.
You know, under normal circumstances, Alex did not throw a bad game there. She was just going up against a bowling, I don't want to say it, but we might say bowling maniac there for Greg. We will see. I don't know. He's going to the finals, so anything can happen. I'm really looking forward to this next matchup between Elijah and Katie.
Yeah, let's see who Greg will face in the finals. Elijah versus Caitlin here. What are you expecting in this round?
You know, I'm expecting, you can't expect a Greg game, right? You can't expect the 199 points, but you can expect some decent performances. And you know what? That's a good first shot from Caitlin. 7 pins. It's a good warm-up shot. Let's see how she does in this feature.
She able to capitalize on the spare. She is unable to.
She left it on the table. She had a little bit of an error there, but you know she can bounce back in her next frame.
Still a decent showing. Gets 9 points in the first frame. Elijah's using a little bit of different strategy, and it pays off with a strike.
And that is the way to set the tone. He shrugs to the camera, continuing that trash talk that he has formerly employed.
Elijah is looking extremely confident here. Can Caitlin respond? She can! Wow.
We might have a shootout on our hands.
I know. Caitlin looks at Elijah's strikes and raises him with her own strike. Let's see if Elijah can get another one. Ooh. I think that we're in for a really good match here.
I believe so too. 8 pins is a decent showing. You know, we're looking for the spare here.
Oh, and he misses!
That is not what you want to see. You want to get those extra points with the spare and the strike.
Gets a lot of pins down there for Caitlin. Gets 6 since it was off a strike that's worth double. She gets 12 points. This next shot is also worth double.
Absolutely.
When it's only able to get down 1. We're not seeing the dominance that we saw in Greg in the first round.
Absolutely. You know, it's hard to compare anyone to that Greg game. That Greg game was pretty amazing, but looking at Elijah here, we'll see how he responds.
Gets 8 pins, not bad.
Pretty good.
He is able to get a spare. He's back on track. If you get spares, you should win.
Yes, absolutely. Just keep getting those spares, racking up those points, and it'll do you well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Caitlin, she doesn't like to use spin. What do you think?
You know, I think what she's doing is she's throwing the ball at a very high height. She's launching that ball.
Oh, classic of Wii Mania.
Classic. That brings me back.
Caitlin is able to get 1. She has 43 after 4.
I think she just needs to move her pointer just a little bit. We see Elias employing that strategy. She's getting a lot of right-facing curve. We want to see her move the cursor to the right to help out that curve.
Is able to get 6 pins down. That was worth double since he got a spare in the 3rd frame, but this is the 4th, and he hits another spare. Consistency is key, and Elijah is showing that.
Absolutely.
Really
Keep it
loves watching his own
consistent. Keep
replay.
getting those spares. Rack up those points. We'll see how Caitlin can respond.
5th frame here, as Caitlin hits it well. Ooh, I think that's a bit unlucky.
You know what I want to see on that shot a little bit more? I want to see a little bit more power on that shot. Because if you had a little bit more power, that ball goes right through the pins, just like that.
Able to get a spare.
Able to get a spare.
Caitlin is back in this match for sure.
Yeah.
Elijah here. And he just needs a bit more spin.
You know, that's very reminiscent of the shot that Caitlin actually just had. She got 6 pins down, he got 5.
I got
but-
one more than him though.
And I think that was a bit of luck, to be honest. But he's able to get the spare. Hey, what they say, you must be good to be lucky.
You must be good to be lucky. That is a very, 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 very important thing to remember.
Caitlin gets 9 pins down there, and that was worth double, so that was a huge shot. And she converts with another spare.
Of course, this game is a back and forth game at this point. Elijah is up by a little bit, but Caitlin is starting to claw her way back.
Yeah. Let's see if Elijah can capitalize on his spare of his own that he threw in the 5th frame. Here in the 6th, and he gets down 9.
And we're consistently seeing those 9 pins go down in this frame, especially just like, you just gotta wonder, how are these contestants going to change their game to get these strikes?
For Elijah, spares are certainly not rare. 7th frame here for Caitlin, as she is able to knock down 9. We've seen here in this game. Oh, sorry, 8. Apologies.
Some might call that luck, but I call that skill.
I think so too. Let's see if Caitlin can respond to spares with a spare of her own, and she is unable to, as she's in shock.
Just a little wide, but
or something?
I don't know. We're running out of time here. Caitlin's got to pick it up just a little bit.
That's for sure. Elijah's using the same strategy. I like that.
Absolutely. Keep it consistent.
Unable, he gets 7 pins down.
You got a
Not his
mini
best performance, but definitely can get a spare.
You got a mini splitter here, so he is angling it. Look at the way that he's angling. He's using the use of the A button, which allows you to change the angle of your shot. And let's see how he can capitalize on this.
Oh, zoinks! That was so close.
He's
Unable to get a spare though. Elijah's still up though, 102 to Caitlin's 88.
And I think at this point in the 8th frame, we might have to see a spare from Caitlin here to keep her in this game.
And she is unable to hit anything. Forget a spare. Why would a point?
I literally, my hand is fully turned that way.
And now Elijah has the shot, and he's already up by 8. Let's see how he can increase this lead.
And again, Elijah is able to knock down 8 pins. This is looking good for him.
Absolutely.
Let's see, second, can he get a spare? He cannot, but I think he's looking comfortable.
You know, Caitlin, she potentially still has 4 shots to throw, maybe 5 even if she doesn't.
And Caitlin,
she gets the 10th.
I think she got back in this game. If she can get a spare, capitalize on the 10th, she certainly has a shot of making the finals.
Why?
And she misses! Oh, the
Third
agony.
time we have seen this wide left miss from Caitlin. Unfortunately, it is not looking good for her at this
Next
point.
one's going in the
No,
right
but
gutter.
you never know. What can Elijah do here as a strike? Clinical.
I don't know. We have this 10th round to play, but I don't know. Elijah is really running away with this.
Elijah looking like Jim from The Office. Keeps on looking at the camera. Caitlin here. Caitlin, this could be her potential last throw of Wii Mania. Hopefully she can finish out strong. Spoke
Bit of
too
a fake
soon.
out there.
A little bit of announcer's curse, don't. And she gets a spare. She gets 1 extra throw. If she gets a strike, you never know.
She still has life in this game. We would need a pretty poor performance from Elijah, but let's see what she can do.
Oh, this looking good. She gets a strike. Do we still have a match?
We may still have a match on our hands.
needs,
Look
like,
at Elijah.
throwing
He
a
might be sweating a little bit, but he's going back to his same strategy, using that consistent
that all
thing that he
game?
always does.
I think he needs to knock some down if he wants a chance. He does. He is able to get down 9 pins here. If he gets a spare, he gets an extra throw, and things are looking up.
Nice spare.
Gets the spare. This is just icing on the cake.
And folks, if you take a look at the scoreboard here, Elijah has already won. Let's take a look at how he celebrates this victory.
Is able to get 9 pins down. An excellent performance by Elijah. He gets 150. Reminder, Greg got 199.
199 for Greg, 150 for Elijah. Greg did have a great game, though. We cannot fault Elijah for that. That is a wonderful performance. Wow.
An excellent performance by both Caitlin and Elijah, but Elijah is able to move on. Let's see what he has to say.
Elijah, excellent job. It's now you versus Greg in the finals. Any early thoughts about it?
Well, first off, shout out Caitlin for not giving up in the final frame. You know, I thought I would lose. So yeah, pretty good back and forth game, I guess.
It was a really good back and forth game. You really faced some adversity, but what's the key to getting through that?
Well, honestly, just like, you know, if I make a mistake, I just try to move on and try to get at least better and try not to, like, you know, show too much emotion. You know, I'm influenced by Tim Duncan, who doesn't show too much emotion back in his playing days, yeah.
You better hope you're like him winning a bunch of championships. You got Greg next. What do you think?
Hey, you know, Greg seems very competitive, you know, very amazing guy. So, you know, I'm wondering, I'm not sure what the outcome will be. You know, I would say it is what it is, whatever happens.
Good luck, my friend. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, what an excellent round of bowling we had there. What did you see?
I just saw a lot of composure from Elijah. As we said, he made some mistakes, but it did not faze him. He just really came out swinging, especially in those last 4 frames. Caitlin tried to make that comeback, but Elijah will be moving on to face Greg in our finals.
I can't wait. My blood is just boiling, honestly. The blood pressure's through the roof. But I think, you know what? I think we need to calm ourselves down.
You know, they make pills for that blood pressure thing.
They're too expensive. I think I have a solution. Check this out.
Imagine this. You wake up to your alarm clock blaring the soundtrack of Hannah Montana Season 1. It's the #1 album out right now, and the best of both worlds is stuck in everybody's head. As you open your weary eyes, your new Troy Bolton poster is there to greet you, smiling like only Zac Efron does. Getting out of bed, you put on your skinny jeans and Uggs, the hippest fashion out there. Just before you leave your room, you check your monthly office character calendar. Today is November 19th, 2006, the day Nintendo is releasing its new console. You head down the stairs to the smell of bacon cooking. Your parents are listening to the radio, swaying along as Justin Timberlake's My Love is smoothly ringing out. They wish you good morning and Happy Feet, the new movie that has everybody talking, but you already have other plans. After begging for 50 minutes straight, you finally convince your parents to head to EB Games and pick up the new Nintendo console. Besides, you assure them, it comes with a sports game. It keeps you active. In the car, your brother's trying to annoy you, constantly repeating the phrase, "Very nice." Apparently it's an impression of a character called Borat, but it's from a new movie that you're too young to see. To block him out, you bury yourself in the new Geronimo Stilton book, anxiously awaiting to arrive at the store. Pulling into the parking lot, you quickly hurry into EB Games. Running through the aisles, you pass by the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 posters, but your eyes are only on one prize. You instead grab the box that holds the device that will transform your gaming childhood. Written in gray, simple font, the box reads, Wii. You get back in your mom's Honda Accord. "Step on it," you exclaim. "Drive like you're in Tokyo Drift." She doesn't drive that fast. You finally get home after what feels like an eternity. You run downstairs to the basement, almost tripping on your collection of Sidney Crosby mini sticks. Plopping yourself right at the couch, you rip open the box, connect the red, white, and yellow wires, put the motion sensor on top of the TV, and power on your new Wii. A flashing screen full of written warnings greets you. After reading it all, you press the A button. You start to hear a soon-to-be iconic melody. A new journey has begun.
You're gonna hear a little bit more of it because we've got a finals to play. But before that, let's check out the bracket to see how we got here.
Absolutely. I am so excited to see this final matchup. It is set. Greg versus Elijah. Greg had a historic bowling performance, putting up 199 points on Alex, who put up a very valiant effort, but unfortunately is eliminated. And then on the other side of the bracket, we've got Elijah, the king of trash talk. He won against Caitlin, 150 points, had a slight scare at the end there, maybe in the 8th frame or the 9th frame, but he has moved on to face Greg. Evan, I'm ecstatic. I'm so excited.
You know, since you're so excited, why don't you reveal what this sport will be?
Oh, thanks, man. All right, so for our final game, it will be the classic Wii Baseball. Wii Baseball combines aspects from bowling and tennis into one. When you're up to bat, timing is everything. One late swing and you might just strike out. When you're pitching, it is all about precision, curve, and power. This back and forth duel will surely be one for the ages and finally decide who is the real Wii Maniac.
All right, so we know the sport, and we know what the competitors are, but let's see what they think. Our styling reporter, Julian Betancourt, has them facing face-to-face UFC style. I can't wait to see what they got to say.
Well, boys, I won't quite say UFC style. I've never seen them do it on a couch, but I am quite comfortable, I have to say. Greg, Elijah, Wii Sports Baseball to finish it all off. Elijah, I'm going to go to you first. How are you feeling?
You know, pretty nervous, you know, final rounds, I guess, you know. Hey, lots of nerve-wracking. It's lots of nerves, all right? Yeah.
And Greg, I mean, I'm not one to step out of line, but you may, the feeling is you may be a little bit of a favorite here. You scored a historic performance in bowling. Elijah, you did well as well, but the pressure may be on you a little bit. So how are you feeling?
Well, bowling isn't baseball, and well, I can't actually say that. So, I don't know. I'm kind of like, okay. I feel like baseball is either going to be a sport that we're going to mercy rule or I'm going to miss every pitch. So we'll see how it goes.
Like the boys at the desk said, timing, power, precision, okay? You boys, what do you think is going to be your biggest strength going into this game?
Probably the pitching. I might as well blow out my arm. I'm like an MLB pitcher, I guess.
It'd be worth it.
Sure. Just pay for my medical bills, eh?
Well, we live in Canada. Greg.
Well, it's going to be slow, right? Pay it for right away, right?
Greg, how about you? What's your biggest strength going into this one?
Well, when I play baseball in real life, I pitch. So I'm going to say pitching's also going to be my strength because I know how to mix the pitches up a little bit and hopefully get them to swing and miss a lot.
Well, I am certainly looking forward to it. Everybody is. Boys, good luck. And everyone at the desk, back to you.
Well, I think the stage has been perfectly set. Grab your peanuts, grab your Cracker Jacks.
And take me out to the ball game.
Wow, that's some good voicing chops.
Hey, thanks, man. I've been working on it.
Let's play some ball. All right. What are you looking for in baseball? How do you even...
Oh, I got Kanye
Yeah,
on my
explain
team.
that.
Let's go.
So each pitch is different. If you know the A and B buttons on the Wii remotes, you're all familiar. If you hold A, you throw a screwball. If you hold B, you throw a curveball. If you hold A and B, you throw a splitter. And if you hit nothing, it's just a regular fastball.
As Greg starts off with a lead-off single, Greg here in dark blue, Elijah is light blue.
It could get confusing out here, but we're hoping the players don't get confused with their teammates.
Top of one ball here as Greg hits a grounder and is able to get the out. One out.
Hello, Prima.
All right, we're looking at a tough spot here.
Oh, he's using that splitter a lot. Do you like that?
I do like the employment of the splitter, but you have
As
to
a
switch it
screwball.
up eventually. I know, a screwball there.
One ball, one strike, one out, one man on first in the top of one. We got ones everywhere. As a fastball is hit sharply to the pitcher, he's able to make the out.
We heard Elijah talk a lot about his throwing skills, and he's really putting that on display here with 2 outs.
2 outs here in the top of first as that is well struck. Will that have enough legs
Get
in
out,
it?
get out, get out, get out. Yeah, baby!
Will! Oh, my!
Attaboy Kanye! Kanye 2012!
2-0 for Gregory Gerard. What a way to start off the finals of Wii Mania.
Wow, what an electric performance from Greg with that hit. Now up to bat again.
That was a good
Oh,
pitch, that was a good
excellent splitter there from Elijah. He's still not afraid.
Beautiful pitch, holding that A and B button at the same time.
2 strikes here with 2 outs in the top of 1. A foul ball.
Ooh, he's fighting.
Staying alive, as the BG say. Ooh, tries again with that splitter, but Greg holds off. 1 and 2 now. As he
good changeup,
strikes
good changeup.
him out. And let's see if Elijah can respond to that 2-run home run.
You know, something that I saw there from Elijah is him switching up not only the pitches, but also the speeds of his pitches, which is very, very important.
Ooh, that was an excellent strike there. Now, if you aren't familiar, we play 3 innings in Wii Baseball.
Yeah, so we're at the bottom of the first right now, and then after that, we'll have 2 more to go.
Ooh, another nasty splitter by Greg. Gets the strikeout in
Greg,
3 pitches.
Greg, he talks about how he pitches in real life, which is not the same as Wii, but it could some of the same strategies could be shown in this competition.
Yeah. Ooh, that was looking like it's going to go towards the head.
Yeah, that was dangerously close. Greg's got to watch himself there.
But still is able to get 2 strikes. It's strike 3. Waiting for maybe an immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 9 strikes. We'll see if Greg is able to do that. The lefty ace gets another strike. 2 strikes. Are we going to see 9 pitches and 9 strikes?
Could be.
It's a heater. Immaculate inning in Wii Baseball. Is Greg like undefeated or undeniable or inevitable? I'm just using every adjective I know.
You're sounding like Thanos out there saying Greg is inevitable, but maybe he is. We don't know.
Great fielding by Elijah there. Takes
know,
matters into his own hands. And hey, I'm up.
Hey, there's you. Hey.
Let's see if I can do well. Ooh.
Oh,
An error! You can't be having errors if you want to compete against Greg.
Absolutely not. But you know, we are seeing a battle of the pitchers here. They are throwing excellent balls, these change-ups, these switch-ups, these screwballs, these curveballs. I'm excited to see what's to come.
Oh, jeepers,
Fair,
creepers,
fair.
that could be gone.
Yeah,
It is
let's
Greg
go.
with another 2-run shot.
And
Thank
the
you, Alex.
important thing about this 2-run home run, he only has 1 out. He has the opportunity to capitalize off of this lead.
As you see the star of Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Greg Heffley up to bat. Can you explain what Mercy Rules is?
Oh, good dive.
All right, so the mercy rule in baseball is that if you are up 5 runs at the bottom of an inning, so say Greg is up 5 runs and Elijah has batted it all and he is done, he is still at 0 and Greg is above 5, it will be over and Greg will have 1 Wii Mania. But we're not there yet.
Oh, good.
Greg up to bat.
Let's take it easy.
Yeah, Greg up to bat with 2 outs. Ooh, is that gone? That is just gone. Oh, an error! On a huge mistake by Elias. As it's a triple.
No, Elias dropped the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elias doing Elijah no favors
Yeah,
there
apparently.
as being a horrible right fielder.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true, baby.
As a right fielder, you have to catch that ball, and then now that allows for another run for Greg. So
still got your
if
bats.
we get to the bottom of the second and Elijah has not scored, Greg will be going home with the trophy.
Elijah is able to get the out.
Beautiful pitching there at the end.
But his fellow competitor, Elias,
Comes
really
down to
going for
this.
him there.
You know, Elias dropping that ball. It's moments like these that make a game.
Now, if Elijah does not score here, what do we have?
We have a mercy rule, and we also have a champion.
1 strike. 2 strikes. We haven't seen not a strike here. Is he able to foul it out? Will that be caught? Yes, Prima with an excellent play.
1.
And we look at Greg, he's keeping his composure here. He doesn't even look nervous out there.
No, not at all. A first
take, good
ball
take.
of the game for Greg, but I still think he's in excellent shape.
Absolutely.
If you're Elijah, how do you get back in?
You just got to keep getting that timing. You just got to keep
Oh,
swinging, as I was going to say.
painting the corners with that pitch.
Absolutely, all right.
2 strikes, 1 ball, and that is a strikeout. Greg is 1 out away from winning Wii Mania.
Come on, let's see.
Oh.
That is hit well,
Catch
but
it.
will it
Catch
be
it.
foul?
Catch it. Oh.
It is
Greg's
a
calling
foul
for the
ball.
catch there, but that's going into the crowd. Maybe somebody in the crowd caught it. I don't know.
Greg is anxiously awaiting his title, but
Hey,
there's a
you
l-
could call that a walk if you ask me,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know. Umps. It's not my call.
Elijah down to his last strike, and here is the pitch. It's a splitter!
Yeah!
And Greg wins Wii Mania!
Oh, good game.
Greg has won it!
I love it.
Turn off the lights, the party is over! Gregory Girard is the Wii Maniac!
Wow, what an ending. This was just an incredible, incredible performance by Greg.
Oh, just an incredible performance, as you said. Let's go down to Julian, who has Elijah.
Oh, Elijah, so close yet so far. You lose in the finals. I mean, what are you feeling right now?
Honestly, like, when it comes to Greg's performance, I was pretty impressed with his bowling skills. Like, honestly, if I versed him in bowling, I would have lost as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Not sure what happened to my baseball skills, but I think he was really great with the pitching.
Yeah, baseball, you don't really think of it as something that you're practicing all of the time. But besides that, you put up a very, very valiant performance. Are you really proud of yourself today?
Absolutely. I didn't expect it to go this far.
No, you did an excellent job. Gregory is your champion, of course. We're going to throw it over to the boys where they have his trophy.
Well, Greg, congratulations, man. Excellent performance. And here, that's great. Greg's the trophy. It is fine, sir.
It is
Put
fine,
on.
sir. It's
Grab
yours.
yourself.
It's yours. Just keep it. All right,
Greg,
let's
excellent performance
Wow.
there in the entire tournament. What was your biggest challenge?
Well, I don't know. Honestly, like, probably just the pitching. I mean, he gave it a good shot, right? Like, I really had to go in my bag and, like, figure out which pitch I wanted to throw. So, yeah, like, definitely everybody, though. Like, everybody throughout the day has been a really good challenge. Like, even if the scoreline doesn't always reflect it, these guys played really well. There were some really good games today, so shout out to all my fellow competitors.
All right, and Wii Mania, this game, it's all about the fun, of course. This was a very competitive tournament, but of course, you seemed like you were having a lot of fun out there. What was the sport that you thought that you had the most fun out there with?
I'd say probably either baseball or tennis. I mean, bowling's just stressful because you have to pick the right line, right? Like, it's a little bit of RNG depending on what pins fall down, but like tennis and baseball, you can really let loose, have fun, compete against your friends and stuff, right? Like, pick out the different shots, and a lot of people made some good shots and some good pitches today too. So a lot of fun with like all the sports, but definitely tennis and baseball for sure.
I know you practiced a lot for this tournament. How did preparedness make you ready?
I'd say it probably just helped with some of the timing, like picking out some of the shots in tennis, picking out some of the pitches in baseball, like picking the right line for bowling. When I was doing some of the practice, like some of the practice games I had, like they were not safe for camera, you know what I'm saying? Like I would not want to have anybody else see those in the light of day. So the fact that I was able to come in here, put on a really good matter, that's exactly what I wanted.
And you said that you were having the most fun with tennis and baseball, but you put up a record-setting performance in bowling. I know you put a lot of work into it. How does it feel that you are a record setter here at Wii Mania?
Well, I'm still a little disappointed that I didn't hit the 200 because I did hit 208 for some of my practice games, so I feel like that was definitely achievable. But in saying that, like putting up a record is still good. And there's one quote that I really wanted to say to break out for the bowling, and you know what it is already. Who do you think you are? I am.
Wow, Greg, that was excellent. What are you going to do with this trophy? We'll get it fixed for you for sure. What are you going to do with this?
Well, it's probably going to find a place on my shelf. Like, this is a very prestigious award, so I'm very thankful to have won it.
Absolutely. And speaking of winning, there's a lot of celebration that goes into winning. We saw you celebrating here. Of course, we have a whole afternoon ahead of us, a whole evening ahead of us. How are you going to celebrate this win?
Well, I got to go get some tacos with some friends, and then I got to go curl, like always on the grind of sports, right? So maybe I'll then go home for the weekend, play some more Wii. We'll see.
An athlete in Wii Sports and in real life. How does, you say you're a curler, how do you think did that help you prepare for Wii Sports?
I mean, I'm sure it helps with some of the like precision and maybe some of the balance. I mean, it's obviously not necessarily transferable to summer sports, but like as much anyway. But certainly, just getting all the timing and precision down, you got to do a lot of that for curling. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Greg, for coming out here.
Yes, thank you very much for holding the tournament too. I really appreciate it. Really appreciated being able to come out and compete.
Do you have any other final words?
Again, once again, shout out to all the competitors. Shout out to everybody who put this tournament on. Shout out to, well, anybody who really wants a shout out, you know? Like, if you are feeling down today, shout out to you, right? I hope everything starts and goes better in your life. And shout out, again, Wii Mania.
What a
Get out of
wholesome
here.
response.
Go celebrate.
Go celebrate. You got it.
Let's take a seat.
Yeah, let's take a seat.
Well, Isaac, I had a lot of fun here. What did you make of this tournament?
You know, I thought we just had so much fun today with the tennis, with the bowling, with the baseball. All of our competitors, you saw that they all came out here to compete. They all came out here to win. And it was just an incredible showing by everybody.
What do you think was the best game of the entire tournament?
The best game, you know what? I have to go back to this first round and say the tennis game between Morgan and Caitlin.
That was controversial.
There was a lot of controversy in this game, but sometimes that makes for good television. Sometimes it does. And you know what? They were just going back and forth. It was an electric, dynamic game, and it was just an incredible viewing.
Now, obviously, Greg prepared. How did you prepare for this?
How did I prepare for this? Well, I prepared by watching some Wii, watching some people play Wii Sports. You know, I prepared by just keep watching, just keep watching, and just keep practicing your commentary. Keep practicing
Well, you definitely didn't prepare this speech, but don't worry. Let's look at the bracket in total.
Let's take a look. So, as we see, Greg defeating Elias in the first round, defeating Alex in the second round, and making it to the finals to defeat Elijah in the finals. What an incredible showing by Greg.
Were you expecting a mercy?
Was I expecting a mercy? Not really, not in baseball. I was expecting a little bit more fight from Elijah, but Greg, as we saw, he employed some very, very, very great pitching strategies. He switched it up. He switched up the speed. He switched up the pitches. And it was an incredible showing by Greg.
Now, obviously, it was an amazing tournament full of amazing wins. What do you think was an upset that we saw?
I think the biggest upset was Kalon not even getting a point in tennis. Alex completely dominated him in tennis, and it was just an incredible showing, but it's just disappointing for Kalon. You saw it on his face, you saw it in his body language that he just wasn't able to even get a point on the board.
Do you think he was the biggest disappointment, or? Well, I don't want. He still showed up. He still played.
He showed up. He was competitive, and you know what? He brought the energy. He showed up. He was very, 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 very ready for this tournament. I just don't know if he was ready for tennis in the first round. If you were to pick your favorite game, what would you pick?
Oh, I'm definitely an avid golfer. I practice that all the time. That's my favorite Wii Sports. But getting back to the tournament. You were talking earlier about Caitlin and Morgan's game. What did you think of all those deuces? And then we saw that controversy there. What did you make of it personally?
Well, it's looking like a tennis game. Get it? Like looking back and forth. I mean, it is a tennis game. It's Wii tennis. Going back and forth with those deuces to advantages. And then in the final seconds, as Caitlin could potentially return it, we see a pause. I don't know. I don't know if it was Morgan. I don't know if it was Caitlin. Who's to say? We haven't heard word from New York yet. But I don't know. It is a controversial call. We'll see. We'll see how it's perceived by the public.
Well, I love this, Coach. I love doing this tournament with you. Do you have any final thoughts?
You know, I'm just so happy that everybody was able to come out here and just have some fun with this tournament. That's what it's all about, right? The Wii was made to have fun with its motion sensor capability, with its Wii Sports. We just had so much fun here. Did you have fun?
I certainly did. Would you do this again?
I absolutely would. I would do this in a heartbeat.
You get two words. What would you add to this Wii tournament?
What would I add? I would add, we might have to go to the ring for boxing.
Hey, that's a little. I couldn't agree more. I just had an amazing time here at Wii Mania. I know that Isaac did too. I hope the competitors had an awesome time. Congratulations to Gregory Gerard and all the competitors for the Wii Mania crew. I'm Emmett Bodie. This is Isaac Van Devon. Have a good night. Team Y forever.